Have you ever been asked to commit tax fraud at H&R Block? I needed extra cash for my daughter's braces, so I took a seasonal job at H&R Block. The training was 3 days of learning software and tax codes. They made it seem simple. Plug in numbers, follow prompts, collect your hourly wage. What they didn't mention was that I'd be working under Brenda. Brenda had been there 17 years. She wore bedazzled sweaters with tax-themed slogans like deduction, seduction, and kept a shrine of thank you cards from clients on her desk. During my first week, she pulled me aside and whispered, "The real money isn't in the hourly wage, sweetie." I assumed she meant the commission on rapid refunds. I was wrong. My first solo client was an elderly man named Sal, who brought in a shoebox of wrinkled receipts. As I entered his W-2, Brenda materialized behind me. "You're doing Sal?" Perfect teaching moment. She leaned over and started typing. "See, Sal here donated $8,000 to charity last year." Sal looked confused. "I put 20 in the collection plate at Christmas." "8,000, Brenda repeated firmly, making eye contact with him. "To your church, remember? I don't really go to $8,000. She turned his screen toward him. His refund had jumped from $200 to $2,400. Sal's eyes widened. "Oh, right, the church. Very generous I was." After he left, clutching his receipt like a lottery ticket, I asked Brenda what just happened. "I helped him remember his donations," she said innocently. "The IRS doesn't verify charitable contributions under $10,000 unless you're audited. Sal's never been audited in 40 years. That's fraud. That's customer service. He tips very well at Christmas." Over the next week, I watched Brenda perform her magic. A bartender suddenly remembered his uniform expenses included $3,000 in specialized footwear. A teacher discovered she'd driven 15,000 miles for educational conferences she couldn't quite recall. A painter had apparently donated half his supplies to aspiring artists in need. Then came Thursday. A woman named Gladys shuffled in with her oxygen tank and pension statement. Her husband had died 6 months earlier. She was living on $1,100 a month. "I just need to file correctly," she wheezed. "Can't afford mistakes." Brenda swooped in. "Let me help Colin here help you." She started typing. Suddenly Gladys had a home office, a failed craft business, and $12,000 in medical expenses her insurance had definitely not covered. Her refund went from nothing to $4,700. "I don't understand," Gladys said. "Is this legal?" "Completely legal," Brenda lied smoothly. "The government owes you this money." Gladys looked at me, uncertain. I opened my mouth to speak, but Brenda kicked my chair. "Right, Colin?" I stared at Gladys's oxygen tank, her worn shoes, her trembling hands. Then I looked at Brenda's shark smile. "Actually," I said, "we need to review this. Brenda, can I see you in the break room? We're with a client." "Now." In the break room, Brenda's friendly mask dropped. "You're about to make a mistake. You're stealing from the government. I'm helping people who need it. You think the IRS cares about Gladys? You think anyone does? This is wrong." She laughed. "You know what's wrong? Gladys choosing between medication and food while billionaires pay nothing in taxes. I'm just leveling the playing field by committing fraud, by surviving. You think H&R Block doesn't know? They get their cut either way. Bigger refunds mean happier customers mean more business next year. I'm reporting this." Her expression turned cold. "To who? Corporate? I've been employee of the month 12 times. The district manager? He sends his mother to me. The IRS? Good luck proving anything when every client will swear their returns are accurate." She was right. I'd watched dozens of clients happily agree to her fictional deductions. "Here's what happens," she continued. "You finish the season, collect your paychecks, and forget you ever worked here. Or you make trouble. I tell everyone you were inputting fraudulent returns, and you're the one the IRS investigates. Your choice." I walked back to Gladys and fixed her return. Her real refund was $0. She thanked me anyway, said she appreciated my honesty. As she wheeled her oxygen out, Brenda shook her head. "You just cost that woman $5,000 she desperately needed. I saved her from an audit she couldn't survive. Same thing happens to her either way. She stays poor." I finished my shift and never went back. H&R Block called for 2 weeks asking where I was. I told them I was sick. They said Brenda could handle my clients. Last month I saw a news article. 7 H&R Block employees arrested in tax fraud scheme. Brenda's photo was at the top. The investigation started when an elderly woman named Gladys got audited and told the IRS she didn't understand her return. That a nice young man had tried to fix it, but a woman in a bedazzled sweater had changed everything. They traced 57 fraudulent returns to Brenda. She'd been taking cash kickbacks from the inflated refunds for years. The clients all claimed ignorance. Most had to repay thousands they'd already spent. The article ended with a quote from the district manager. "We're shocked. This isn't who we are as a company." His mother was listed among the fraudulent returns. My daughter got her braces from a different job, one where the only numbers I handle are coffee orders. Sometimes customers tip well. It's honest money, and I sleep fine at night.